Hey. Hey, we're back.
We're back.
It's been a minute, but we're back.
It's been a 2-week hiatus, but we're back together and more madly in love than ever. And just because... That's how you know it's ready, baby.
I messed up and I opened mine prematurely, which is about how I usually do things. So.
Everything's premature here. Premature balding, premature...
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've got a full head of hair.
I don't.
So, yeah, last week was kind of... Didn't happen because I was out of town again. And it was a quick, light trip to Georgia.
Georgia.
So we decided not to mess with it, and we're back now. So
yeah, you need to stop going on business trips, dude.
This is the last one I have scheduled
Golly.
For the remainder of the year.
I'm like, it's kind of hard being your friend because I know you're doing secret top agent stuff. Secret agent
I'm not
stuff.
Chad.
No, he just owns stuff.
Yeah. That dude's on the road.
Dude, Saturday, that dude was like rubber-legged, exhausted. Like
super proud of that man and his team.
His team for the if you didn't know, if you were under a rock in the East Texas area, Saturday was the first inaugural Green Street Monster Festival.
And it was I didn't get to stay for the whole thing because I had to take my boys to a monster truck show, which was piss poor.
Was it piss poor?
Oh, it was so bad.
Oh no.
But
it was like just a bunch of dudes and
no, it was just poorly. It was poorly ran. It was slow. Like it was stupid. They had a great time, so it was worth it. But the part of the Green Street Fest, Monster Fest, that I got to see and help set up for was amazing.
Yeah, I was a kid growing up in this area, wishing that something like this would be. Like, there was, like, Viking Fest.
Well, you remember
Alley Fest.
This is what's taking the place of Alley Fest.
Well, no, because Alley Fest only had, like, one band.
No, they do, like, 3 or 4. But they wouldn't do a whole day thing.
But they wouldn't do the kind of music that was there.
The last one I went to was Blue Oyster Cult.
Last one I went to was Foghat.
I might have been at that
Slow
one.
ride.
I was at that one. I was just really drunk.
I smoked a lot of weed before that one. Because Foghat, you get a fog around your hat. I don't know. I don't know if that's how it was. I was told that, so I was like, we're going to smoke all the weed. And I did, and I had a freaking panic attack. It's really cool. I was freaking the fuck out, dude.
I can feel my earlobes.
Yeah, I'm growing slower. It was cool. We got to see some of the homies that we've played with before, Slow Joy.
Shout out
Slow Joy. Professionals showed up when they were supposed to. Their sound check was a normal amount of time. Jonathan Terrell, I hope you listen to this. I'm such a big fan of you.
He's a good dude. I wish I got to see him play.
It was such a good show. I was like emotional during the show. I was drunk, but I was also very emotional. Just like
those two things often go hand in hand.
Dude, he's a hometown boy coming back home, first time in a decade, putting on a fucking hell of a show, dude. And he has this one song, Come On Home to Texas.
Yeah.
And it's like a really beautiful song, and it's about no matter who you are, even if you are a transplant, welcome home.
Yeah.
And it's, I don't know, but I was like, oh shit, dude. I got feels. Oh man. It was good to know that I was still alive. I still have a beating heart inside my ribcage.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it was really cool.
I'm happy for you.
Polyphonic Spree, they headlined it.
I heard their 4.5 hour sound check.
Okay, man, I don't know. We're nowhere, like, I don't feel like I'm in any position to be like, well, if I was sound checking, it would only take me this, that, and the other. But it's crazy because every time we do a sound check, it takes us, 10 minutes?
Yeah, 25 tops.
Tops. Get in, get out, we're professional. But then again, they had 70,000 people on stage, horn players, guys playing like a 12-string electric. But I will say the show was pretty awesome. I was really mad at them for like eating up our sound check, but I say my sound check.
You didn't want to like it?
I didn't want to, but I did. I like Trippin' Daisies. And the lead singer is Tim Lancaster, who was the lead singer of Trippin' Daisies. Then that was just really cool to see all that.
Right.
Cool Texas history of music, you know.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah. It was a great time. Drank a lot of beer.
Their sound check was ludicrously long.
Yeah, 4 hours.
And they got there an hour late.
An hour late. Tighten up.
Get it together, Polyphonic Spree.
Dude.
You're professionals.
So, man, I'll tell you what, one of the cool thing like that happened.
Sue me. Please don't.
Yeah, sue me, buttholes. Fight you. Duh. I had like a handful of people come up to me and wanted to talk about truck beers.
Yeah, you told me about that. That's pretty awesome,
In the
man.
fucking wild, dude.
That's crazy.
I mean, one was Brad Miles, and dude, he's a huge fan. He got his friend Dustin Cameron to start listening to us.
Nice.
You know Dustin.
Yeah, I know Dustin.
So shout out, guys. It was great seeing y'all. But no, there's a bunch of people. They're like, "Hey, what's up, truck beers?" And I was like, "I'm not doing well. I'm drinking.
I'm not okay.
I'm really drunk." But it was, man, Saturday was great. It was a top-notch day all the way around. Me and Josh played. That went pretty.
You guys did great.
Yeah, it was pretty great. I really like doing sets like that because there's no expectation. What you see is what you get, and it's just a really cool excuse to make fun of people. That's
yeah.
it.
No, it was good. You guys, it wasn't, in my opinion, it wasn't quite as good as the ETX Brewing set that you guys did.
Yeah.
But there was a lot less structure to it. There were not people there like giving you ideas.
Yeah.
So like it was tougher. Yeah.
My name's Lily and I'm 22, and I'm like, all right, well,
good for you, Lily.
good job, Lily. You did it.
Congratulations, you lived this long.
Yeah. I think we do better with some of the songs. Like, we don't have songs written, but we have ideas for songs.
Right.
I don't know. It's a really weird format, and I hope we get to do it again real soon. I have an absolute
It's
blast.
so much fun to just watch you guys
It's like
brains work and like on the fly.
Yeah.
Like just pop these things out. It's super cool.
It's like
makes me a
watching-
little jelly because I can't do it, but I enjoy the hell out of it.
No, dude, you could do it.
No.
It's not hard.
I'd think of something like a verse and a half later, be like, oh, I should have said that.
Yeah. Well, most of the things I do is keep like harmony tones in the background, but every once in a while I'll say something. I don't know. Josh is a fucking master at it.
Yeah, it's impressive.
I'm trying to think what else. Just doing a whole recap, dude.
Yeah, so it's been 2 weeks since the last episode. So we had the Green Street Monster Festival this past weekend.
Oh.
I don't think anything happened the weekend before that.
No, it's pretty low key.
I was traveling that weekend.
Yeah, you were gone.
This weekend, on Saturday, we were playing at Reno's Chop Shop.
Chop Shop.
In Deep Ellum.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a fun time.
Did you know they only answer messages through pigeons?
I think so. I think they have, like the old school Pony Express.
Yes. Because
horse and buggy.
Because email...
It's too convenient. It's too fast.
It's too good. It's too good to send someone emails back.
What's even better is Facebook Messenger.
Yeah.
Which is instantaneous.
But if you look like a crazy person reaching out to them on Messenger, then they'll answer back. Like when you find their personal Facebook and you send them a message.
Little stalker action, never heard anybody.
I don't know. Hopefully the show turns out really good.
It's going to be a blast.
We
it's
just
a cool
now
venue.
got information about it. So
I've played there once. It's a really cool place. Or it was. This is 15 years ago. I'm sure it's still just as awesome. I'm just looking forward to going to eat at Serious Pizza.
Yeah.
After we play.
I want to get there a little early to eat a Velvet Taco, and then at night eat Serious Pizza.
Serious is open till 2.
Yeah, Velvet. I don't know what time Velvet Taco closes, but I know they're open.
We should look into that before we get there.
Yeah, I really, really want to eat one of their tacos, and then I want to eat Serious Pizza, and maybe drink a beer at all the bars. I don't know.
Yeah, at least one.
Just uno.
Check it out.
One beer, 50 places. That's pretty good. Pretty good numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just don't leave your card at like the second place.
Did you do that?
I've done that. Yeah.
Yeah. I lost the card completely. I know it's at a bar somewhere, but I don't remember where it's at.
That sucks.
And I looked for it for like almost a whole
12
fortnight.
Minutes. A fortnight?
Yeah.
Was that like
2
8
weeks?
days?
No, it's 2 weeks.
Hey, Josh.
What's that?
That's your dineros.
What's that? That's right. Pay me my money, dude. Dude, I'm ready whenever.
I wish that would have been on a microphone.
You have to say it again.
You just come holler at your boy when you want to make real money.
He's my pimp.
I'm gonna have to juice that in the mix.
Yeah. Yeah. We have tons of questions if you want to go ahead and get into them, or
Yeah, that's fine with me. Is there any other?
Hey, I'll see you guys on Saturday.
Bye, Josh. See you
See you,
Saturday.
baby.
Be safe.
kisses. Kisses. Under.
Do you just want to start from the top and work your way down?
Well, I'll go on Facebook first.
That's what I'm on right now.
Okay.
Well, we can both pull it up. That'll be better. That way we can kind of
Yeah. So, our great friend, our wonderful friend, Magnificent Thunder, Justin Gibbons says, what do you feel is the most valuable lesson / most valuable bit of information learned over the years when it comes to being in a band? On my end, is what comes around goes around. Kindness goes a long way, and just don't be a dick.
Yeah, that's important.
And especially when you're being in a band, everyone's input is important. And I've always kind of tried to keep that. Like today, everyone couldn't fucking count to 5. So,
we were all counting to 5 differently.
Yeah. It's insane. We all have the same hand on our I don't know, dude. I was so mad earlier.
Sorry if you're listening to this and you only have one hand, but you can still count to 5. Unless your one hand doesn't have fingers.
Yeah.
But you still got a foot, I hope.
It's wild how angry I get.
I am digging a hole
Where?
with the comments that I'm saying right now.
Yeah, it's just everyone's gay and I hate them. But yeah, no, what comes around goes around, and everyone's important.
I think mine, like I've talked about this a little bit before, is self-promotion. Like you can never rely. So if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself, right?
Absolutely.
I think that's even more paramount when you're relying on yourself to basically get people to come see you.
Yeah.
You can't rely on a venue. You can't rely on a promoter because, theoretically, the promoter should be promoting because the more money the show makes, the more money the promoter makes.
Right.
But I feel like a lot of them just set up a show and get paid regardless and then just don't give a shit.
Yeah. So that's absolutely right. You can't do enough especially now in this era of music.
Everything's digital, man.
God, dude, you know how many stupid videos I've made trying to promote our shows? Which is fine.
They're awesome.
I don't mind doing it. I love doing it. But I think if you're promoting a show, what the fuck's wrong with my mouth?
Primordial shows.
Your primordial shows. I remember when there was dudes that were promoters, they would make flyers and they would shout it out.
Well, and they
and venues would too.
It used to be the promoters pay solely
was based
on attendance.
Yeah.
And then the promoter would take a cut.
Yep.
The venue would take a cut, and then the bands would get what was left over to split among however many bands were playing.
Yeah.
And now I
I've
feel
made
like
$15 on a set.
I've owed $15 from a set
Yeah.
more than one time.
The beer tab.
Yeah, it's really bad when you're like, I made enough money to not cover my beer tab. But I think that now I don't understand it. It's are promoters being promoters just so they can say they're a promoter?
That's
and
it.
Not actually doing
It's
anything?
not. It's just a hat they can wear.
They're like, hey, we organized this show. Cool. How about you promote the show?
Make this a
Promoter?
Yeah.
It's in the name.
Yeah.
Do your job.
Yeah.
I feel like Bill Belichick right now. Do your job.
No, do your job.
On to Cincinnati.
I think Tom Brady showed a lot of heart on the field today. I am incredibly proud of my offense.
That's what we didn't get into yet. That's what we were talking about.
Oh yeah. Oh, we'll
Sorry.
get into it.
We'll come back to that.
We'll get into it. Yeah. Ooh, I'm so excited for that.
So, Gibby, to answer your question, yeah, don't rely on anybody else because nobody else is going to help you, even though they say they're going to help you. And then don't be a dick. Be nice.
Be a nice person. Especially when
it's networking. It's all about networking.
Don't burn your bridges.
Sometimes the bridge needs to be burned.
Well, no, that is true. Never mind. Yeah, fuck them.
Burn all the bridges.
Fuck them and feed them fish heads. Our sweet boy from Louisiana, Shane Landry, he asked, rock festival you dreamed of playing one day.
Oh, Warped Tour, hands down.
Warped Tour, 1,000%.
Like, without a doubt.
It's coming back.
I know.
Holy shit.
Ugh.
There's a very small chance, but maybe we can weasel our way into playing a couple of Warped Tours one day.
That'd be cool.
As fucking old middle-aged
That
men.
would be cool. So, like, I talked about this, I don't know, 4 episodes ago. I went to the When We Were Young Fest in Vegas.
Yeah.
And
It's
it was
Warped Tour for us.
basically, that's what it was.
Yeah.
And it was really cool. My favorite part about it was not 1,000 degrees because it was in October.
This is in Las Vegas, right?
Yeah. Which it gets hot there. But it gets cold at night.
It's a different heat.
It's still hot.
Yeah.
And there was no shade anywhere. That was terrible.
Ugh.
But,
It was hot Saturday.
like if I had to dream about a festival that I'd always wanted to play, it would, without a doubt, hands down, no hesitation, Warped Tour.
Warped Tour or Furnace Fest?
This is the last year of Furnace Fest.
I know. Furnace Fest is, man, they've put on some great shows. But then again, it's just Warped Tour as well.
It's Warped Tour, but it's spread out over 3 days,
Which is dope.
that's super cool. You get a lot more bands.
Do you remember Ozfest back in the day?
I never went to one.
I went to one when I was like way too young to be going to one, but it was really dope. And then there was, I'm trying to think of all the weird festivals. There's Ozfest. I don't know. I can't remember now.
Like we almost got to play at Green Street Monster Fest, but our drummer was too busy
You know,
running shit because he's the man.
they had a band drop out.
Which happened to be like very good for them since they ran late on that stage.
Yeah.
Because of
Well, shout out Kevin Blaylock. He
holding it down.
Dude, he went from like almost an hour late to by the end of the night he was like 30 minutes ahead of schedule.
Yeah, he made that stage his
Bitch.
lady of the night.
Dude, Kevin Blaylock's the king. He's the king. And
We're gonna have him on this podcast before too long. I can't wait to hear stories.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of Kevin Blaylock, let's just go to his question. Go to the other ones. This one's a hard one.
This is a tough question. If it's the one I'm thinking about.
Yeah. Pick a supergroup from only local musicians, past and present. I've been thinking about this question since it was written last night, and it's like, it's bothered me.
Yeah, because like
There's so many of us.
I feel like I'm gonna make somebody mad.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm worried about.
We could just do a whole polyphonic spree thing and put like 30 people
everybody
on stage.
and we all play
7 basses, 32 guitars,
fucking
4 drum sets.
If I'm gonna make a super group though, and like if I want to see the band I want to see, and I'm trying to think of like stage presence, you know, and how like to me, like me personally,
Yeah.
one of my favorite groups growing up was Ethereum Conquest.
Oh yeah, they were fantastic.
Chewy, Kendrick, God, that's a
And I think most of their draw was the show that they put on.
yes. Not only were they
they
putting
were
on,
great. They were fantastic. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
The music was good too, but they put on a show. They were there to die on stage.
Kendrick had a guitar, went to shit on him. And during the middle of their set, and he went up to me and he's like, "Hey, can I borrow your guitar?" I was like, "Absolutely not. No.
You're gonna break it.
You're going to break it. Absolutely not." He had this like Frankenstein Schecter that he had all different gadgets and gizmos in it. I want to say Gibby actually gave him his guitar.
I think so.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
I told him, "No, absolutely not. I love you, but no."
Yeah.
No. But like, it kind of depends on what kind of show you're going to put on, because I know Wes Cargill, like,
Fantastic drummer. Can play anything.
can play anything. But like,
I don't know. Like I would.
it's a hard question.
It's funny that Blaylock asked this question because I would almost say that P.S. Were Vampires was kind of a super group that was only local musicians.
Yep.
And I know that's like recency bias, maybe. Bias? That's what I meant to say.
No, it was like a conglomerate of Hello Samuel and
all those other bands. Johnny Empire.
Yeah. Blaylock was in what was that first band he was in?
My Remains.
Yeah. It was My Remains, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was like I said, but he was also in My Plastic Friends. He played bass.
And then you have like old school dudes like Monty Pittman.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's so many people that I can't even think of because I don't know.
No disrespect if we can't remember you. Like, we know who you are.
Maybe.
But, like, man, I've been saying this for fucking years. I think East Texas is a treasure trove for music. We just never had the right spotlight.
I think it's cool because there's so many different capable people of playing multiple different genres of music.
Right.
It makes it hard to just like single out a few handfuls. So I would say like on bass, I'd probably put like Logan Poe or Dustin Hoffer.
Yeah.
Maybe even Blaylock because I used to play bass.
He needs to be on drums too. Kevin Blaylock's drumming in Vasta Barai, like
ridiculous.
It fucked my brain chemistry up. Watching that live, thinking like, oh, this is incredible.
That Vissalite kid he played too is
top notch.
And then you talk about that, then you got to do like Cody Lawler.
Cody Lawler could be the front man of any band.
And then Jonathan Silty from
the fucking wildest.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know.
I can't.
What's his name? Ricky Cordova.
Yeah, from.
He was in Theory and
Conquest.
Yeah. God,
there's too many people.
I will say this: I'm not in the supergroup.
I'm not either.
No, I'm not even.
Not even close.
I'm not even a footnote in any of that.
I don't even think I would qualify to be a roadie for that group.
No.
Or a tech or anything else. Like I'll go to the show.
But like everyone around here, we could play anything we wanted to.
Yeah, nobody's stuck in a pocket.
No, and it's kind of cool. There's kind of some eyes. Shout out to the Post Profit boys. They've brought attention to this area. I'm hoping. I mean, they're on a national headline tour. But there's so much more we can give them. Yeah. If that makes sense.
Agreed. So, but
shout out. That was a great question.
It was a great question. We didn't answer it because I don't think that there's an easy answer.
If it helps, you're two members of that one band. So.
And then, I mean, even, like, hell, shit, you got guys like Drew and Gibby and Brad Miles on guitar.
Yeah.
Justin Cameron on bass. Like, there's all these people that we've known for so long that are could play with anything.
I mean,
the
dudes I grew up with.
I don't know. I can't answer it, Blaylock. Damn you!
Like, my drummer back in the day, Ben Jordan.
Fantastic drummer.
God, top notch. I don't know. It's a stupid question.
It's a great question.
It's a great question, but it's like, it's really bugged me.
That's worse than the chicken granny question.
This one comes from our beautiful baby Josh Ferguson. He said, long walks on the beach or long hikes on the trail. I'm
going to go hikes on the trail.
I'm a hike man.
Yeah.
The sun doesn't do well with me.
I mean, I love the beach, but I enjoy a good trail walk.
Yeah. Especially if you like have a little snacky poo.
Oh yeah.
Have a little mushrooms. And you kind of get giggly.
Oh, backpack full of beer.
That's it. We'll keep going. This one comes from our beautiful Josh baby, Josh Mandrager. What is your favorite live show you've ever been to? This one's kind of difficult. Not difficult.
So this could be another recency biased thing.
I've seen a lot of cool shows.
Yeah, me too. I think it was not this summer, but the past summer. And this is my emo's going to show on this one, so I apologize.
I've got your picture. I'm coming with you.
I went and saw. It was Taking Back Sunday in the Maine with the co-headliners. It was called Super Sad Summerfest.
That was recent.
That was last year, yeah.
Yeah.
Something Corporate / Jack's Mannequin / Andrew Man of the Wilderness played a set.
Oh.
And I've always really loved those dudes play. And I've seen them 5-6 times, I guess. I don't know. But for some reason, this one, like, hit. And I was, like, in the audience getting emotional on some of the songs. And I don't know. I was in a weird place at that point in time in my life.
Yeah.
So like I said, it could be recency bias, but that one just stuck with me.
Yeah.
And I've been to a lot of great shows before that and since then, but for right now, gun to my head, that would be the show that I picked.
Yeah. I fucking love Jack's Mannequin.
Yeah.
I've never seen him live, I don't think.
So good.
So my favorite show, I'm a fan of like scary stage presence. If I can go to a show and I'm like nervous, but also loving every minute of it, it's got to be. I saw a Dillinger Escape Plan at Trees, like in 2007, maybe 2006, and when the first note struck, the lead singer just was walking on our heads.
That's scary.
And I was like, this is great. But also,
bad things are going to happen.
I've seen The Chariot 4 times, and I've never, I don't know. The Chariot had a way to make everybody feel like they're a part of the show, but also you're watching a spectacle.
Yeah, you're just waiting for somebody to die.
That's it. And like,
it's probably going to be somebody on stage.
Yeah.
Those dudes are crazy.
I loved every second. It's probably one of my favorite bands still to this day. Long live.
So, and we're talking about like best sound at a live show.
Oh, I've got it.
Would be Story of the Year.
Yeah, that's a good one.
They sound like they're in the studio on the stage. It was so good.
In 2006, I was still in high school. I went and saw Motion City Soundtrack at the door.
I was at that show.
Were you really?
I was at that show, yes.
Dude, to this day, that show is like, oh, Rodney.
Oh, little Rodney fell down.
Get up there, Rodney.
Go back to space.
There's some songs of theirs I can't listen to.
Is that the show that Metro Station opened? Yep, I was at that show.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I was at that show.
Dude.
Yeah.
I was there.
Wow. They just came out with a new album.
Metro Station?
No, Motion City Soundtrack.
Yeah,
it's really good.
Oh man, I'm glad they're making music again. I'm a big fan of those dudes.
So good. They're so good.
I sent you the message I sent to him.
Yeah, I saw that. That was cool.
It's like a real personal thing, but like
that was cool.
Just know they're cool dudes.
The fact that he took enough time to respond to you was pretty awesome.
Getting all choked up thinking about it. This was another Josh Mandrager. What a good friend. See, Josh knows the assignment. Writing questions, we're giving answers.
He understood it.
One of you picks a superpower, and the other picks a slight inconvenience that comes with that power. Then it's the other person's turn. He's just being a...
So I replied to his question on the Facebook comment that he left because we had a very similar conversation on the way to Denton.
Yeah.
Right, a month and a half ago or something like that.
Yeah.
And Matt Smith's over here just like speaking shit into existence. But it's like the worst possible scenario version of the thing that you want to happen. So it's like, hey, I've got a 12-inch wiener, but every time I get an erection, I have a stroke.
Yeah.
Like, it's that kind of stuff.
My hair falls out.
My toes fall off. Something stupid.
Okay, so...
I don't think that's what he meant, but that's what it made me think of.
So, the superpower I would pick would be invisibility. Now, you have to pick the inconvenient part.
Well, I mean, is it always or is it on command?
On command. So, like, when it happens, what's the inconvenient part?
So it's like reflexive? Like it's a reflex?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like you just... What if you sneezed and you disappeared? I feel like that would be... Like, where'd he go?
So every time you sneeze, you turn invisible?
I don't know. It's like a sphincter reaction.
Yeah.
I can't... Inconvenient for you or inconvenient for others?
Me. The person who has the power. So, like, if every time I turn invisible, I shit my pants.
That would be inconvenient.
That would be the worst. But, like, you can see the shit.
But who cares? You can see that. So your shit's not invisible, but
It's connected to IBS. That's what.
What is their floating poo?
Why is there weird streaks coming? It's dripping.
That's a haunting I don't want any part of.
So, like,
Just poop hands.
like, like wiping, you just see toilet paper disappear for a second. Oh,
There it is.
All right, you come up with.
I don't know. I think the inconvenient part for you would be like trying to talk to somebody and not realizing you're invisible, and then people getting terrified, like they think they're haunted or something.
Hey, do you have the time? What the fuck? What is going on? What's your superpower, and I'll come up with the inconvenience.
So, like, I have my superpower and what I think would be inconvenient, but I will let you chime in as well.
Yeah.
I would like want to like teleport.
Okay. You want my inconvenient for a
Yeah.
part? So every time you teleport, you have no control of the destination.
That would suck. Mine would be like,
Or it's the last place you want to teleport to.
well, that's just
In my
me.
case, it'd be my dad's living room.
That's shout out Matt's dad. Repeat offender,
Yeah.
Mr. Smith. My inconvenience would be like, you can't see what you're teleporting into.
Yeah.
So like, hey, I want to go to Hawaii. Okay, poof, gone. You show up, volcano.
Oh.
Or like,
Yeah.
or like you know where you want to go,
But you can't control where
but
you land.
can't pinpoint it.
Yeah.
So you're like, hey, I want to go to Greece,
yeah.
and then I'm in the middle of the ocean.
I need to go to Subway on 80, but you kind of pop off in the courthouse.
Something,
Yeah.
yeah. Like that would be
Okay.
like,
I
it's
like
cool
that.
and all, but
I don't know. Shitting your pants when you turn invisible is pretty good, too. I like it all.
I feel like that would just be a fun joke. Just run around butt ass naked.
Look at these boys. Josh's question and Josh Ferguson. This is why people named Josh are the best. Great question. That's what we think about it. It's weird we had a burp at the same time.
Well, we're the same person.
We're the same exact person. I'm going to look on TikTok, see if we have any questions. There wasn't any earlier, but...
Yeah, we did miss like a couple of weeks worth of TikTok questions. That
Well,
was,
the last one was like
our bad.
conspiracy. And,
yeah,
like,
we hit
into
that
it.
one pretty hard last time.
I'm fine with going back in it, dude. I was listening to a podcast yesterday, and this guy, he is just he's a nobody. Like, he's not a professor or nothing like that. He just looked at the research.
Yeah.
Well, he was going on
Did
with
his own due diligence.
Well, do you remember the conversation started was like everyone was mad about the Olympics because they were portraying the Last Supper.
Or the Bacchanal.
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, like that's the actual like Dionysus and all
Yeah.
those guys.
Yeah.
Well, he goes
The
into
Olympics
that.
are Greek.
Yeah.
It's a Greek festival.
Well, it's the Olympians.
Yeah.
It's the Olympics.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with Catholicism, Jesus, none of it.
Yeah. Like the Lord's Supper painting that was commissioned in the 17th century by the church.
Yeah.
It was not a real thing. Anymore.
No.
So, yeah, who?
But
Cool.
he goes into like this crazy deep thing, and he was saying like the Freemasons and the Illuminati, and he's like, what is Illuminati? What is it? Like, what would you say it is in translation? If I said, hey, Illuminati, translate it.
Okay. Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
The secret sect of controlling powers.
Well, no, like if I said, hey, you're going to illumine the room.
They're going to light it up.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it is. It's literally the light.
Yeah.
So he's going on this like back way of saying
So would the Illuminati be like the light bearers?
they're the ones that have the light. They
Yeah.
have the truth.
They'd be the light bearers.
So yeah, that's where I mean he's just basically saying that the church
Uh-huh.
doesn't want you to know the truth, the light.
Yeah.
So there's like this propaganda saying like Illuminati is actually evil and the Freemasons are evil and this and that and the other. But in all reality is the Freemasons, Illuminati, all these people, they know the truth. They know.
My dad was a Freemason.
A lot of my family are Freemasons.
Yeah.
So, and I would not say they're bad people. You know, it's just it's a weird thing. It's like they have like it was really a weird view because he started going into like Christianity and the way the Bible is written.
Yeah.
And he's like, if you ever look at the Epic of Gilgamesh and God, these beers, like a lot of the same stories are similar.
They're repeated. Yeah, from a different perspective or with a different twist.
Yeah, and like this isn't me saying like the Bible's not real and what do you believe is whatever. It's just me saying like
we're just talking conspiracy theories.
Yeah, this is yeah. I just think there's a lot under the table we can't see. And like me personally, I believe in a higher source, but I don't think it's what the Pope wants me to know that was given to us.
I want to know what the Pope knows.
I want to know what the Vatican owns.
Everything.
Dude,
it's all secret.
It's insane.
Their library is ridiculous.
But they won't let you research
there. Nobody can go there.
No, it's silly.
It's like, hey, we've got all this knowledge that nobody can have. What are you hiding? Oh, we're not hiding anything. Well, then why can't I see it? Oh, because it's sacred.
Like me personally,
well, then you read it to me. Oh, I can't. I'm not qualified.
Right. Everything's kind of like...
There's always like there's a reason. Excuse.
Like, I think Jesus' teachings is incredible, but I think the last...
Yeah, his basic teaching was be nice to people.
Yeah, but I think the last Christian died on the cross. I think everything after that is someone else feeding us a line.
It's a version of a story.
Like, have you ever read the book, The Mushroom and the Cross?
No.
Okay, so this dude, he was hired to... It's going to be wild.
Hit me.
I'm trying to think of his name. Mark Anthony?
You keep talking, I'll look it up.
Okay, so he was hired to translate the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Nice.
And as he's going into it, he realizes that there's a lot of things that they're not seeing. Like, he got a lot of grief for it, but I could actually turned out great. He found out that most of...
John M. Allegro. That one?
John Allegro. Yeah. That's his name. I almost had it.
You could download the whole PDF.
It's great. It's a great book. But he was basically saying, like, all of Christianity, what they're thinking is one thing is actually, like, ancient civilization, pagan rituals.
Yeah, it's just all recycled.
Yeah. It's a wild... If you haven't read it, read it. It's an incredible story.
I'll read it. I like that kind of stuff.
I love...
Makes my brain hurt.
Yeah.
Which means it's doing something.
Oh, since we're just going off weird things.
Let's go, baby.
It's kind of wild, like being on a podcast and the way my brain works. Like, I don't think it's going to compute with most people.
It's all right. We're on the same page.
So I love 90s rap. I love 90s, the beef that happened.
It's not where I anticipated this going.
No, it's not. But it's just about, like, people not showing their full fucking deck.
Yeah.
This whole P. Diddy thing.
Dude, it's weird.
God almighty, dude. So do you remember the first Machiavelli album cover? Have you ever looked that up?
No.
Look it up. P. Diddy's in a dress.
Okay.
And like all this weird freak off shit's going on. And he's like fucking 20,000 gallons of lube. Like.
Dude, that whole story is just nuts.
Yeah. Yeah.
People are more scared of that than they were of the Epstein list.
No, you know why, right? Think of how many people were attached to Diddy. Jay-Z, Beyonce.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Chris Brown, all these.
Well, he's already been in some shit.
No, yeah, he'll never not be in shit. He's a wild boy. But, like.
Throw them hands.
Like, he's not going to. Diddy ain't going to make it.
Nope.
Poor
Justin Bieber.
Yeah. What did? Oh man, I don't know what he has on Bieber.
No, he basically groomed Bieber.
Yeah.
And Bieber's came out before and said stuff about, sexual assault.
Well, it was
not really.
I want to say Usher found Bieber.
Right.
It was Usher, but
worked,
P. Diddy.
Usher worked for Diddy at the time.
Right. And then Diddy diddled.
Canoodled.
Yeah.
Poor dude. Anyway.
Yeah, it sucks. It's just, the blackmailing thing, that
it's real. It's really, really,
dude,
really real.
I think it's something that's trained for everybody.
Explain.
Like, so Epstein had to learn it from somewhere, and also Epstein taught it to people.
Yeah.
It's the same freaking thing. So I think it's been going on. It's been going on for years. So what is that CIA operative that were found out? It's called Midnight Cowboy. They were like dosing.
Yeah, that sounds right.
They were dosing Johns in a whorehouse.
Yeah.
And they were recording it.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Look at these tapes I have of you, Senator. Look at these tapes I have of you, Congressman."
Yeah.
Or
it's entrapment.
Yes. And it's the same thing. Like Epstein has that list of fucking people that went to the island. Now P. Diddy probably has these tapes.
Oh yeah, there wasn't shit in his house that happened that wasn't
like
recorded.
who was there at the freak off meetings?
Yeah. Who wasn't there?
Right. That's the thing. I don't know. All my favorite bands have never been real popular. I think they're decent people. Until they're not.
Yeah.
I saw Perry off of Alice in Chains, or not Alice in Chains, Jane's Addiction go off on
that
David.
was wild.
Yeah, boy,
that
needs
video
help,
was
dude.
crazy. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into the damn Cowboys game, you piece of shit.
Oh my God. This isn't going to make sense to y'all because Saints lost this past Sunday, but also the Cowboys.
It's true.
I didn't text Matt. I didn't let Matt know anything. I watched that game in gleeful joy. My heart could not have been any happier watching that fucking game.
I turned it off at halftime.
You should have, because you missed those 2 touchdowns in the second half.
Right.
I was so ecstatic. If you don't remember earlier episodes, I am a Saints fan. And I said, I don't know how they're going to be this year.
Great, apparently.
I don't care if they lose another fucking or win another game.
They beat the Cowboys.
They beat the Cowboys.
I've always been a huge Derek Carr fan.
He's yeah.
He throws a beautiful catchable ball, which is important.
$14,000 for doing the Michael Jackson dance in the end zone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, NFL.
It was like $7,000 for grabbing his junk, and then $7,000 for
Shaking
thrusting. So it doubled down on it.
No,
them's the rules. It's like the Key and Peele skit. The
yeah.
3 thrust is a flag.
Really?
In the Key and Peele skit, yes.
Oh, that's right. I only watched I watched a bunch of it, but I didn't watch a lot of it. I boycotted like Comedy Central at one point.
Well, they also did too, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Just Comedy Central in general
does
not really exist anymore.
No, they canceled Nick Swartzen's show like in 2012.
He was so funny.
God, I fucking love that guy.
Favorite Nick Swartzen character is from Benchwarmers, where he's the brother that's afraid of the sun.
Yeah. I don't know. I like him in Grandma's Boy.
Oh, that's a good one too. I think Benchwarmers got it though.
He's good in anything. I think he's a hilarious comic. I think he's a top-notch dude. Yeah, I like him. But yeah, we teabagged all over the Cowboys.
You did.
That was fucking.
Would Kamara have like 5 touchdowns?
Well, like my favorite thing is every correspondent, every commentator picked the Cowboys to win.
Yeah,
everyone,
because they had just boat raced.
Yeah,
the Browns.
Yeah,
and then they lost.
Apparently, the Browns are pretty good this year too.
No, they're not.
No, it was the Bengals, huh?
No, they lost also. The Commanders beat them last night. Their Bengals are 0-3.
The Commanders.
The Washington Commies. They're the Redskins, okay?
It's
They're the
hard not
Redskins.
to say they're not the Redskins.
They are the Redskins.
Well, isn't like the tribe that gave them permission to use that name?
Still did.
Yeah.
They just changed it for
Cancel culture.
publicity's sake. Yeah.
Well, no, yeah. People, I don't know, man.
People are soft.
Like, I get being upset about certain things, but like I think
Yeah, when it's worth it.
when it's worth it.
You just can't be pissed off about everything all the time.
Well, everyone wants to.
That's got to be a miserable life.
No, everybody wants to be heard,
That's fine.
but they're doing it in the fucking weirdest way possible.
Just don't be a fake advocate. Like,
No.
I'm all for people advocating for what they genuinely care about.
I
Don't be a bandwagon advocate and be like, hey, I think this is terrible, so I'm going to say this is terrible. And then not know a damn thing about what you're talking about. That's the worst.
Yeah, no, I'm an advocate for the underdog if they're truly the underdog, not someone that put themselves underneath the boot thinking like, hey, look at me kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm not into that.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm fucking as center as it can go on like everything political. I don't talk about it. It's whatever. It's stupid. But like there's a lot of softness, and I think it's on both sides of the road.
oh, it is. It goes every direction.
Yeah. God.
And there are truly people that
well, like,
are
so Trump got his
oppressed.
fucking ass handed to him in that debate.
yeah.
Kamala said, like, people walk out of your thing, and he just went fucking left field and was like, oh, they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs.
Right.
Every person that supports Trump was like, they fucking set him up. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, you're just being as soft.
Yeah.
You're just being...
You're mad because your dude lost.
That's it.
It's like me being mad because the Cowboys lost.
Yeah.
Same thing.
These motherfuckers...
And also, the Cowboys will have the same political repercussions on the country that the next president will.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's all business.
That's it.
It's all like
Well, I mean,
no politician is ever going to uphold the promises that they make to you to get elected.
these motherfuckers
Because they
don't-
can't.
Well, no, they don't know your name.
They also can't do what they say they're going to do.
No.
Because there's so many levels to
Right.
get anything through, to get passed, that it doesn't matter what anybody says. Yeah, they can have the greatest idea ever. And unless they, use their presidential veto power every time they have an idea,
Yeah.
which none of them do,
Ever.
it's not going to... Who cares? It's like Kamala saying now that like she wants to lower the prices of groceries. Well, you're currently in a position of power to do that.
You could do that right now.
Don't hold out on us to use that as a running platform. Just, hey, how about you just make life easier for everybody?
How about you...
And that goes for every fucking politician on the planet.
How
I don't
about
care
you
who
all
you
work
are.
together to pull our fucking resources out of other countries and come back home and take care of people that are having a hard time.
Yeah.
The homeless population is at the highest it's ever
Yeah.
fucking been.
How about we get inflation under 136%?
Well, the inflation was because of COVID. There was a lot
we
of
made a lot of fake money.
Yeah, that's all it was. There was a lot of setbacks, in quotes. I'm doing air quotes as fucking big as I can right now.
He is. I can attest to that.
Like, it's all silly. Like I'm not...
Well, like the stimulus checks were great. They were fantastic. They were the greatest stimulus checks ever.
The best...
Because it helped a lot of people get through some shit. Because
Yeah, but there's other
weren't
people
working.
that they don't have their fucking company anymore because they got drowned out.
But all they did with that was print checks that there was no money to back up. Which is
We're trillions.
It's when inflation went through the roof.
The fucking number we're behind.
It's like $72 trillion.
That's an impossible number to fucking trillions.
Yeah.
Like, I can barely say $500.
I'm voting for the asteroid in November.
There's apparently a planet or some kind of
comet. It's a comet.
No, it's a large structure that
Yeah.
changed its route to head towards
It's going
us.
to be in orbit for like 2 months or something like that. Yeah. Just come on in, girlfriend. Come on in.
Me and my kids will just sit on a blanket out in a field and just spend
Just
time
gonna
together.
get really high.
Just
and
spend time
drink a lot
together.
of beer,
Just spend time together.
and I'll catch it.
Right on my face, dude.
Kill me.
I had a science teacher, and we had this like hypothetical question, and like, what would you do if you knew there was an asteroid heading to Earth to destroy it? This was big during like Armageddon.
Yeah.
and
It's like Y2K shit.
Yeah, Y2K
Yeah.
shit. And I was like me personally, I was like, oh, I'd spend time with my family and this, that, and the other, and do this and that and the other. And he says, I'm gonna drive to where I know it's gonna hit
And just park there.
and park there.
Yeah.
That my teacher, and I was like,
Yeah. I'm going to be the first one that dies.
like my first thought was like, wow, he must be really miserable. What's going on? Now I'm there. I'm
Yeah.
probably the same age as he was.
And you're like, yeah, that's a great idea.
God, sign me
Smart man.
up, dude.
Can you give me directions? Can you send me the pin?
show me the way?
Drop me a pin, brother.
God, dude. I don't know. Maybe moving to like there's nowhere to go. We're in the best place possible, and it's still shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you're fucked either way, man.
No, we're in Texas, in America. Like, we're in the best place possible, and it's still a fucking joke.
I just want to not be hot 8 months out of the year.
That'd be great.
That'd be fantastic.
If Texas could get some weather that's not...
like not more than more than 2 seasons.
I'm Irish, dude. Like, the fucking sun ruins me,
It
dude.
hurts. It hurts.
It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite at all. I don't know.
But no, I saw that thing about the is it an unknown planetary body? Or
Yeah.
something like that's what they're calling it.
Yeah, it was off the James Webb Telescope
Yeah.
Society. Well, so
Which is cool as shit.
so check this
by the
out.
way.
James Webb Telescope Society, the TWTC, I think, or TWTS, I think that's what whatever.
Those aren't even the same initials as
No,
the words.
I'm dumb. So they have, since they're publicly funded,
They have to disclose everything.
they have to
Yeah.
disclose unless it's a homeland security threat.
Which means they don't technically have to disclose anything because they
So-
can deem anything a homeland security threat if
Yeah,
they want to.
that's exactly what happens. So, but there is workers on this doing like
They're doing the Lord's work.
They're leaking so much shit.
Yeah.
They're like, saddle up, cowboy. There's something's coming.
Nice.
I mean,
They're going to be the ones that find aliens.
I think they're here already.
They're in the ocean.
We talked about that last time.
They're in the ocean.
I think they're in the ocean.
Have you ever talked to an octopus?
I've never seen a live octopus. I don't
Only
think.
in a tank.
Poor guy. That's why they're coming.
They're so smart.
They're gonna free their their younglings. I don't know. I think it's gonna get really weird in the next couple of whatever.
So I know that there's a big deal right now. It's coming back up, but about 2 years ago, there was a big push for disclosure in the UFO aliens.
Well, that was Trump's
genre.
running point in 2016. He's like, I'm gonna disclose what happened.
Well,
to
then they had the congressional hearings.
yeah,
It's when like Dave Grush did his deal.
yeah, that was cool.
That was really cool.
That was fucking really neat.
He said a lot of shit, and he said it in the right way.
Well, he said it the way they wanted to hear it, but still in a way we can understand.
Right. There was a lot of between the lines.
There was
stuff
words
there.
he couldn't say. Like, it was like a pre-hearing where they're like,
Oh yeah, he was in a skiff. He had to like testify before he testified. It was
Yep.
crazy. Which I don't think is legitimate, but
No.
I understand.
I
Sort
think
of.
they think we're going to fucking, like, complete mutiny. if
No,
we
there's going to be like there's going to be a religious exodus when the shit hits the fan.
As I was saying earlier,
Because a lot of these secrets that have been kept for so long are going to be like, oh, that was actually not that.
Yeah.
It was something else.
Yeah.
Or whatever. You know, whatever you want to call
Jesus was an alien.
it. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Yeah. But they're trying to push through another round of hearings in the next 6 months, I think. I think it'll be after the election, which I think a lot of what happens on that front depends on who
Gets elected. You better thank a union worker. I don't
some collard greens.
I've made so many collard greens in the bathtub. I don't think we'll ever know the truth until the truth is here.
And then nobody's going to believe it.
No. They're going to say this is the rapture.
Sure.
Or they're going to say this is all psyops from the CIA. Or they're going to say this is Russia. Or they're going to say this is
China.
This is China. Exactly. Like, when it comes to the alien stuff, I think there's been so many examples.
It's like I've said before. I think it would be incredibly arrogant of us
to believe that there's nothing out there.
And you know what? We are the most arrogant, self-centered race of things ever
out
created,
of all the creatures,
planted, grown, whatever you decide that you want to go with. We're the worst.
Out of all the creatures on this planet, we're the worst.
100%. Most selfish.
A fucking bear wants to shit in the woods.
He shits in the woods.
A rabbit wants to dig a hole.
Digs a hole.
We want to make money and fuck everybody.
Yeah.
Put that on a t-shirt.
Put it on a t-shirt.
I don't... Like, I feel like a lot of change can happen personally. Like I can't control you. I can't control anybody.
Well, you know, this has been a big mindset of mine since my relationship status has changed.
Yeah.
I can't change the world.
Nope.
But I can change my impact on the world.
Yep.
So that's all I'm trying to do.
That's it.
And I think if everybody adopted a mindset similar to that, I'm not saying that you have to have the same beliefs or viewpoints or conscience or anything else that I have.
No.
But, like, just don't be a piece of shit.
Exactly.
I think if everybody was on that page...
I think if everybody was honest with themselves, like truly honest with themselves, and they kept this mindset that I'm going to treat everybody with the same level of kindness I want to be treated with.
Yeah, it's the golden rule.
It's the fucking golden rule. I think if everybody kept that mindset, knowing that whatever, I can't change everything.
Yeah, but I can change me.
But I can change one interaction I have
Absolutely.
in that day.
One at a time.
One at a time.
Baby steps.
And fucking, in America, 350 million people?
At least.
7.5 billion people around the world?
Yeah.
If everybody was like keeping the golden rule.
Well, even if it's just to one person a day, that'd make a huge difference.
Yeah. No, it's like me personally, like you, I can't change the world, but I can be kind.
Yeah.
And I can listen to some bullshit, but I can be kind.
Right. You don't have to agree with it, but you also don't have to be an asshole.
I don't have to be an asshole. I don't have to argue.
No.
Because me arguing, spewing bullshit to you is not going to do any fucking good.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't make a lick of difference. I mean, it's so simple in that sense.
It's the easiest thing ever to do.
But like, right
it takes almost no effort.
We're like on the powder keg is there and the fucking flint is trying to strike. Everybody's so fucking mad at each other.
I know.
It's scary. It's stupid and it's scary.
And I'm not telling you to like be a doormat or be a blanket, get walked over or laid on. But like, just like you said, I want every interaction that I have with any person, I want to give them the same respect and the same kindness that I want them to give back to me.
Yeah.
And that's not greedy. That's not selfish. That's not
decency.
far-fetched. That's just being a decent human. Yeah. Like, we're all in this shithole together.
Yeah.
Why not make the most of it?
I don't. You're preaching to the choir. I'm here with you.
And then we can disagree on 99.999% of things that we talk about. I don't care.
No.
As long as you're not a piece of shit to me, I'm not going to be a piece of shit to you.
Yeah.
Not intentional anyway.
I've had friendly debates.
And that's another thing. Is like, receive the kindness with grace. Don't turn it around and make it an attack.
Dude, if I wish I had $1 for every time I've been like open with somebody and like trying to show the kindness I want to receive.
You want tolerance? Give me tolerance.
Exactly. And that shit was turned into a weapon against me.
Yeah, that's not.
And that shit turns that I turned cold-blooded after that. Like, there's people in this world I will probably never talk to again.
Yeah. Oh, I get that. 100%.
And that's because, like, yeah, I will be kind. I will give you opportunities to show.
Don't shit on me, though.
But if you shit on me,
yeah,
it's over, man.
I'm not saying that we can't have a honest, intellectual, disagreeing conversation.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be the fucking.
But that's a different thing.
Cornerstone of
about
our relationship.
No, and that's a different thing than what we're talking about, though, because those conversations are important. Uncomfortable conversations that are received and reciprocated
exactly
on both parties in the right way is what's going to make us grow as,
and like
as
how
people.
I know you're not talking shit. This band has had to do that
more than one time.
And it, certain parties of this band, they have things they need to talk about and they're scared to talk about. We have the conversation.
Everybody listens.
Everybody listens. Everybody reciprocates, and we love each other. And it's that simple.
Yeah, it takes no effort to respect somebody else.
Never. No.
Because, like what you said earlier, if I was in the same position,
that's what I said,
I would want the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, cool. This may sound stupid to you.
Yeah.
But this is where my head's at. This is where my heart's at.
Yeah.
You don't have to agree with it.
Nope.
But I hope you respect it.
100%.
And I think that's all anybody is really asking for. I just think people get twisted up and forget how to accept it.
I will say
some people just suck, though.
I'll say every man that is possibly lonely and feels alone and they don't have...
Which is a lot.
And they don't have the friends that, like, we have.
Yeah.
I would say the probably the number one thing on their list is they want to feel seen and respected.
Absolutely.
And, like, if that little box is checked off...
It gets you a long way.
It goes a long way.
Gets you a long way in life.
I mean, like on my end, I have that. I have you guys. I can talk to y'all, and I feel seen and respected, and that carries me from days. There's other days I feel super lonely, but it's nothing y'all can do.
Right.
Because I'm not into kissing boys. It's fine if you want to, but not me.
Right.
But like that just small gesture that I have with you dudes, it means the world to me. Well,
and we say this at the end of the podcast, like, be nice to each other.
Be fucking
I mean,
nice.
A little tiny act of kindness can literally save a person.
Dude, I think about that so much.
It's not... And I'm not saying that you got to go out of your way and give all your money away to something that you think is a good cause, or quit your job and go on a mission. Not there's anything wrong with mission trips. I'm just putting it in a box, and I apologize. But, like, if somebody drops something and you see them drop
pick it up
and hand it to them.
Happens to everybody.
If there's a mama carrying groceries and a baby out to her car, ask her if she needs a hand. Like, it's not. It's going to cost you
nothing.
37 seconds out of your day.
It costs you nothing.
And guess what? 37 seconds. Who cares?
You're gonna spend it scrolling on your phone.
Absolutely. It'll probably it'll make you better for doing it.
It'll make you feel better.
The endorphin release that you get from that,
God, when an old lady says,
is like the best high you can get.
Seriously, when an old lady says, like, thank you, young man, you're so kind.
Oh. And then you say, yes, ma'am, thank you.
Yes, ma'am, thank you. Oh, my God, dude. I'm like, I am fucking chief shit on this mountain, dude.
Yeah. Makes you feel like you got the biggest cock in the world.
You said something earlier, like, you don't know what people are going through. And, like, I don't think he listens to the podcast. He's an elder gentleman that I work with.
Yeah.
He has nothing. He has this job. And there's times where I personally will get irritated, but I just like, oh, well. I'll listen to his stories. I'll talk shop with him.
That's cool, man.
He's a big like classic rock fan. He knows so much about Bachman Turner Overdrive. It fucking levels me.
That's a wild.
He tries to like give me music trivia that he thinks I don't know.
And you know it.
And I know, but like when it comes to fucking Bachman Turner Overdrive, I can't touch his fucking ass at all. But I bet those conversations you have with him, like, are so important. You have no
to
idea.
his day to day, like on a personal level for him, like. And I'm assuming a lot because I don't know your situation. I know yours. I don't know his situation.
Oh,
I don't know the man, but I know the feeling.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Just to want to share something that you're passionate about, maybe the little bit of an overstep, but you get what I'm saying. Like,
I will say this:
he's sharing his knowledge with somebody that he doesn't have.
Right. That's absolutely
He's
right.
passing down something that is important to him.
Dude, I made a post 2 years ago, and if I can find it, I'll reshare it. And if y'all listen to this podcast, I'll show you. I was digging a post hole in my backyard, and I got to thinking about this other old dude I used to work with, and I said in the post, I was like, hey, you know that old man that drives you crazy at work, and he tells you all kinds of wild shit?
Listen to him.
And you think that you already know this, and Popo. But what is going on?
It's a fire truck.
Heck yeah, fire truck. But I said like that old man that gives you the same information, and you think he's just like beating a dead horse. Like the post I said like, listen to that. He's giving you wisdom if you listen.
That's right. Figure out a way to apply it to your life.
And I use it like...
that's my thing, is like...
Yeah.
What he's talking about in the situation, in the scenario, may sound like gibberish or just an old man rambling.
That's it, yeah.
But find the substance in it and figure out how to use it. Because there's wisdom there. You said there is wisdom there. And there is.
Yeah.
Like my dad used to tell me war stories all the time. And I would be like, okay, cool. That's a great story, but what does it matter? And now, like, thinking back on it from a different perspective with a little bit of age under my belt, there was a lot there. There was a lot of, hey, this is how you get through a hard time. Yeah. This is how you overcome adversity. This is how you pull yourself up by the nuts and keep going when you think you're dead.
Fucking the quote "tighten up," I repeat to myself all the time. And it's basically like in that sense, fucking, you can get through anything. If you can get through 1 minute, you can get through anything.
Yeah.
No, like, you're fucking hurt, you're sad, you're scared, you're alone. If you can get through that 1 minute, you can get through anything. Yep. You know how to do it.
It's baby steps. Everything's baby steps.
Yeah, man.
Progress. Just don't be stationary.
Yeah. Be kind. Don't be stationary. We're gonna fucking fix the world tonight, Matt.
We already did.
I think so.
Dennis bought in.
Dennis has been on his phone. Just texting everybody that he knows.
This is like, don't listen to this podcast. It's fucking liberals. He's not even listening.
He's not
That's
even.
the best part.
He's looking at his neighborhood app, seeing where that fire truck went.
That's absolutely right. Hey, find out. We'll go. Hey, we'll take this to them.
Hi, we're
Truck Beers.
we're the number one podcast in Texas. We need to know what happened tonight.
Can I sit on your fire truck?
Yeah. Ah, man, I love sitting on a fire truck with my kids.
That's cool. Like a parade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's cool being friends with people that have the same mindset as you. Like,
well, and like we do have a very large amount of similarities.
no.
But there's also things that we are very opposite on.
Yeah.
There are not very many.
No.
But even though that we have those things, that's balance. Like that's what makes an individual an individual. The fact that we can, I don't want to say look past those things because that's not accurate. I think you have to embrace the differences that you have with people.
Well, shit, you can learn something from the
Exactly.
differences. You can
Like, oh, I've never thought about it from that point of view before.
Right.
Thank you for sharing that.
right.
That's all it takes.
That's it.
That's a healthy conversation.
I've had differences with my mom that I thought were like irreversible.
Parents are hard.
Parents are tough, dude. There's other differences that are still way tougher for me to tackle.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, but like with my mom, there were certain things that happened when I was younger I didn't understand. Now as I am an adult and I realize the desperation,
She was doing her best for her family.
she was doing her absolute best for her family.
Yep.
And like I didn't understand that until I had a family.
Right.
And I thought to myself, I would do anything for my family.
Yep. And she did.
And she did.
That's what she was doing.
And like, God bless that woman.
Yeah.
She kept
you alive.
Dude, she had the fucking wildest version of me living under her roof. And she still was nice and loving to me in her way.
Yeah.
In her way.
Right.
Like I take my parents and I take what I liked about it and and the things I disliked, I do the opposite.
Yeah.
My kids, they have zero doubt that their dad
on their team, 100%.
Dude, my daughter, this is going to get a little wild. My daughter told me the other day that she has a crush.
Uh-oh.
I have two daughters, they're twins.
Uh-oh.
And one of them has a crush. The other daughter doesn't care. She's like, boys are dumb. I'm like, yeah, keep that mentality. The other one's exactly like me in that sense. Like, I don't know. What is going on? So many things. Dennis is going to join
Dennis is going to go find
He's going to
what's
go
going
find
on.
out. He's going to go save the day.
Yeah.
But, like, she told me he had a crush. And the first part of me wanted to be like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, because that's your baby girl.
that's dude. But I remembered a cool thing my mom did when I told her that I had this girlfriend when I was like 11 or 12.
Yeah.
And she said, "Does she make you feel happy?"
It's an important question.
And I was like, "Yeah, Mom, she's the best. She's the best."
That's a very important
She's like,
question.
Does she treat you right?
It's a more important question.
And I was like, "Yeah, Mom, she treats me so great." I lied. I didn't know. I was just like, I was like, "Yeah, fuck it.
She's the best."
So I told my daughter, I was like, I want you to understand that this is a new thing for me. This is new waters for me to fucking tread right now.
This is new to Dad.
Yeah, this is
give Dad a little bit of grace.
Their whole childhood was like me saying like, I will decimate every boy on this fucking planet if you think you're gonna date.
Yeah. And now it's real, so you're like, oh, I have to change my viewpoint a little bit.
God damn it, dude. It like fucking choked me up thinking about it later. she had enough courage and bravery and her own self. She's her own.
Good for her, because that means y'all have raised her.
Yeah, well,
to like know that y'all are there for her.
yeah, and she loves me enough, and she trusts me enough that she can tell me this bit of information that I can. Like, she wants my wisdom on it. That's fine, and I can give her that. So I was like, I asked her, I just want you to understand, this is new for me. This is water I haven't treaded before. How do you? I mean, is he a good guy? And she's like, oh, he's nice and he's cute and all this. And I was like, okay, yeah. What's your sister think about it? Because I got a ping pong off the people that are there. I don't know. I didn't like.
Well, they're around each other all the time, so that makes sense.
It's the cutest thing in the world.
You need an insider track.
Yeah. No, they all have little brothers, the girls. I got a fucking chaperone to the day. I'm excited about that.
That's right.
I don't know. It's just, I just took that little bit of wisdom my mom gave me to not oh, you scallywag, get out of here, you know?
Yeah.
I took that wisdom that my mom asked these questions, and I asked her similar questions like, is he nice? Is he kind? Is his dad good at fighting? Because I'll fuck his dad up if he fucks you up.
What's his address?
Yeah. Where does he live at? I'll ruin everything he's ever thought about having. I'm unstoppable when I get mad.
Is he right-handed or left-handed, so I know which arm to break?
I'm going to break everything he ever owned.
So I had a not similar conversation with my oldest son.
Unfortunately, sons are different. And it's not cool, but it's true.
Well, I mean, they're different, but it's the same thing. Like, it's still your kid, right?
Yeah.
So, and I always tell him, and he's a lot like me. He's very emotional. He wears his heart on his sleeve.
Oh, yeah.
When something's not okay, you know it's okay, or you know it's not okay.
Not okay, yeah. He can't hide it.
No, he can't.
Yeah.
And he's a terrible liar, which is fantastic. As a parent, it's fantastic.
My kids suck at lying. I can smell their bullshit a mile away.
I think it's because he's never had a good example of how to be a good liar, because I'm a very brutally honest person.
Honest person ever.
Did you just zip your shirt into your pants? Good job.
The microphone cable. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Talk about your beautiful baby boys. I'm an asshole.
Welcome to Truck Beers.
Welcome to Truck Beers.
So, and I always tell him, like, when I can tell that he's feeling down, or that there's something bothering him, or whatever.
Yeah.
I always tell him, hey man, like, I'm not gonna try to get in your business,
right?
Because you've got to have your own stuff,
right?
But if there's ever anything that you need to talk to me about,
I'm right here.
I'm always here.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So I tell him that all the time. So Saturday night, after we got home from the monster truck thing, they're in the living room playing Xbox, and I'm in the bedroom watching college football.
Hell yeah.
Because the Texans was playing.
Yeah.
Hook 'em.
Fucking good team this year.
Then I'm just kind of chilling and, getting them apple juice and milk and whatever. Doing the dad thing, right?
Yeah, man.
Which is my number one goal in life. Be a good dad. And he comes in there and he gives me a hug, which is not uncommon. And he's like, hey, Dad. I was like, yeah, buddy, what's up? He goes, you know how you told me that I can always talk to you about anything, right? I was like, yeah, absolutely. What do you got? I turned the TV off, put my phone down, full attention. Then he kind of, waffled for a little bit, because I don't think he expected it. Like, I think he...
trying to call you on your bullshit?
I think so.
And it's not bullshit?
And it's not. I was like, yeah, absolutely. What do you need? Boom, boom, done. Here we go.
You've got Dad.
And we had a really good conversation.
That's awesome, dude.
But I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about it.
No, you don't have to.
It's personal to our family, but...
One day my daughter's going to listen back and hear that I talked about her first crush, and she's going to kill me, but...
No, that's okay. Maybe Eugene will be all right.
Yeah, maybe.
But it was about, like, I'll go into a little bit about it. It was
You don't have no. You
no,
don't
I,
have,
no. I think it's important. And he's like, sometimes I feel like you love my little brother more than you love me.
Oh yeah.
And it was not just me. It was like you and mom.
Yeah.
And I was like, well,
Never.
and I was like, okay, why do you feel that way?
Yeah.
Because I've got to have more information to have this conversation.
Right.
Successfully. Not even successfully, just for him successfully. Like, for me, not so much, but I wanted him to feel heard and understood and and whatever. Not and whatever. That was terrible. You know what I'm saying.
No, you don't. Yeah.
And it was about like him getting in trouble for stuff that he didn't think. Anyway, and I was like, look, bud, it's really hard for people to be fair.
Yeah.
And your little brother's really loud, and his voice is heard a lot more than yours because
Squeakiest wheel gets the oil first.
because you just kind of retreat and accept things that are happening.
Yeah.
I was like, but I and your mom both do our best to hear both sides of the story and respect what you're saying and what he's saying, and it ended up being a very good conversation.
That's awesome. I've run into the.
It was tough.
No, it's the worst. I've ran into the same exact conversation with my girls because they think I play favorites with Cash.
Because he's the only boy.
Well, he's the only boy, and he's on the spectrum,
Right?
And he has a lot more needs.
Absolutely.
And
it's got to be damn near impossible to balance that.
It happens at a personal level.
Yeah.
When I get to be around my kids, I fucking work my ass off to give them each their own personal time. When they're all together and they're doing the arguing and like Cash is doing this, Cash is doing that, and I got to be like, hey, have you tried to use some of Cashton's things he knows? Like, hey,
right,
Cashton, this really bothers me when you do that. It's exhausting. Like, I won't lie. Like, shout out to my ex-wife. Like, she handles that shit all the time. I wish, me personally, I had it more.
Right.
But like,
that's a skill.
It is. No, and like I'm very thankful. Like, I don't know if I ever said this on the podcast. My ex and I, we're great co-parents. Like,
that's great. That's
we can
fantastic.
talk. We can talk about things that are going on, where things are at, and we just have good communication.
Yeah.
And but I told my girls, I was like, I want you to understand something that it might be hard for you to right now. Your brother has a little bit more leeway with me because he doesn't understand the same things you understand.
Right.
I mean, my son's a genius.
Right.
He's so hilarious.
He's a super awesome dude.
Dude,
your girls are too, though.
No, my kids are, man, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. Like, I thought, like, you pay for your raising, But,
wait till your girls get older.
That's where I'm worried, dude. That's where I'm worried. But, like, it's I don't know. I'm worried, but I'm not, because my girls, like, they know the game plan.
I think you do pay for your raising a little bit, but I also think that your example weighs more than...
Like, me personally, I'm never going to be the dad of the daughters that's like, I'll kill you. But I will tell them, like, they're my favorite thing.
Yeah.
They're the thing I love the most.
Yeah. They're supposed to be.
And, like, if you want to, like, be a part of that, you have to understand that
I'm here all the time.
That is my thing that I love the most. And they're my gem. They're my treasure. And I'm going to hand you this treasure to take them out on a Friday night. I don't want it tarnished.
Bring them back in one piece.
And bring them back on time.
Mm-hmm. It's respect.
Because I'll fucking kill you, dude. No, I won't.
I will hide. Yes, you will.
I won't kill a child. I'll beat the shit out of their daddy, though. God almighty. Their dad better be good at it. I don't know. It's a weird balance. Like, I want to be understanding, and I want my daughters to have a childhood that they like, and I understand heartbreak's part of that. I got my heart broke.
Disappointment is important.
Yeah, it's important. It's where you build from.
That's right.
I don't want my kids to not know disappointment because, unfortunately,
that's the world.
That's the fucking world.
Yeah. As much as we try to protect them from it, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't want to be a helicopter dad and like overprotective and like, oh, it's so fucking stupid though. Because like, truly,
it's a hard balance.
I want to lock him up and never let him experience anything out here. But they got to be a part of it one day.
Right.
Those parents that have their kids the whole 18 years and they have no idea what's going on, and they're like, all right, it's time for you to be an adult.
You end up with the Menendez brothers.
Yeah. You see that documentary about to come out?
Yeah.
It's going to be good, dude. I'm not going to do that. I want my kids to be... Like, it's weird. My kids are proud of me right now.
That's awesome.
That's
the best feeling in the world.
God, dude. Put that in a bag and sell it on the streets. People would be waiting in line.
Dude, endorphins are real, man.
Like, my kids ask me all the time, like, have you wrote any songs? They know that's important to me.
Yeah.
They know that this is important to me. And, you know.
My youngest told me he wants to grow up and play keyboard for us.
Fuck, and I wish, dude.
Like,
get out of
man.
here, dude. That's what we need in this band.
It wouldn't hurt.
Badass keyboardist.
Wouldn't hurt.
I don't know. I know that me and my girls have had that conversation about Cash because they think I have a little bit of favoritism, and it's hard to explain to them. Like, it's not favoritism. It's just
he just needs a little bit more attention.
That's it.
Yeah.
But
they'll understand.
Yeah, and like at the individual level, they all get snuggles from me.
Yeah.
And like me and Karis have the craziest. We're the same person too in a weird way. We love scary movies.
Yeah.
Old scary movies.
Carrington's the one you got to worry about.
Carrington, she's a like me emotionally. And like she wears
those are the ones you really worry about.
Yeah.
That's why I'm worried about my oldest, because I'm like,
oh,
dude, you're me.
Just keep emo music away from him.
You're me.
My kids hate my music. It fucking pisses me off.
Well, mine like some of what I listen to, but
yeah.
Cashin
likes Panic at the Disco.
They just want to listen to Imagine Dragons and Minecraft parody songs.
I don't know.
And Post Malone for some reason, which I'm not bad about.
I like Post Malone.
Yeah, his new country shit's awesome.
It's pretty dope. I'm not mad at it at all.
Nope.
And this is like I'm true blue country.
Right.
I hate pop country.
No, he's old school country.
He sounds great. But like I just want. It's just difficult being a person today.
Yeah.
Especially if you have people underneath you. It's wild.
Yeah, it's hard to be. It's hard to function some days. And then when you have small lives depending on your presence, it's even tougher. But then you have those days where like everything just kind of falls into place.
Yeah.
And it makes you
appreciative.
Yeah. Yeah. You get this feeling that, oh, I'm on top of the world right now. Like this is it like you can be having the worst day ever and just want to give up and quit, lay down, die, whatever. And then you get that little, hey, Dad, you want to watch this video with me?
Fuck yeah, dude.
And you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we watch like 6?
Yeah.
Because people need that.
Big time.
And like, it goes back to what we were talking about earlier. Like, you can give that to somebody just by listening to them talk for 5 minutes. Or pick up something that somebody dropped. Or hold a door for somebody. Like, it's...
Just be kind.
It's not hard to
And I don't feel like this is a hard thing to. It's not a hard ask of people.
It's not. It
I mean,
shouldn't
if
be.
you're
Unless you're just a selfish piece of shit.
if you're listening to
And
this,
then just go away.
yeah, if you're listening to this podcast and you're an asshole on purpose, fucking turn us off.
And don't get me wrong. I'm a huge asshole. But it's like sarcastic, witty.
Yeah.
Like it's not mean-spirited.
If you went down to the bone, you're there.
Yeah, but if you need something, I'm going to give it
That's
to
what
you.
I'm saying. You're an asshole, but you're like my favorite asshole.
Next to your own.
Yeah, I'm a fucking dick, dude. But it's. I guess the best way to say it, I'm an asshole when it counts.
Yeah.
But if it's someone that needs me, I'm there.
Yeah, don't fuck with my shit.
Yeah.
I'm not going to fuck with yours, but I'll
No.
help you with yours.
No. Like, I will do anything in the world for anybody at any given time.
Yeah, you can't change the world, but you can change your impact on the world.
That's it.
That's my goal.
Fuck yeah, dude.
All right. I think
Hell yeah. That's a good podcast.
I think we're going to wrap this one up.
Hour and 30?
Yeah, that's a big one.
Holy smokes.
That's a big boy.
We're getting out there, dude.
Hey, we love you guys. Don't forget to love each other,
Yeah, man.
even a little bit.
Just be cool.
Yeah, like we said, just don't be an asshole
Don't be an asshole.
on purpose.
We'll be at Reno's this Saturday if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, Chad Simpson. And be kind, love each other, and we love y'all. Thanks for listening. Tell your friends about us, subscribe, and
Follow us on all the socials.
And we'll see you next week.
Yeah, we'll do it again next week. Sorry
Matt's
for the...
Matt's gonna be home next week.
yeah,
so
I won't be in another state, so it'll be all right.
all right.
All right. Love you guys.
Kisses.